Hey guys, and welcome to Disco Elysium. This is another interesting little indie game I found, and I really wanted to try it out, and I thought, why not live stream it and record it as well? It's definitely not a shooter. It's something else. I really have no idea what this type of game is besides it looks really, really cool. There's classes, obviously, so I'm going to have to select an archetype here, an archetype. Let's pick one. Thinker, sensitive, physical. Extremely intelligent, very bad with people, knows interesting facts, comes up with original ideas. Cool. Sensitive, very psychological. A magnetic personality, but unstable. Might begin to lose his mind. That doesn't sound too good at all. Extremely physical, interacts with the world through his body. Gets things done, but dumb as rock. Alright, so we can be one of these two. There's no... Oh, we can create our own. I was just about to say, we couldn't make a all-around one. Hand-eye coordination, Inland Empire, Encyclopedia, 5 intelligence, 1 psychology. Okay. These are all different stats, and I have no idea what the last two are. FYS and MOT, no idea. I think I'm going to go... Well, I really have no idea, so I'm just going to go with Thinker. And deal with the consequences. If I pick the wrong one, or if I didn't pick the best one, well, shit. The Furies are at home. In the mirror, it is their address. Even the clearest water, if deep enough, can drown. R.S. Thomas. Alright, let's begin.
There is nothing.
Oh, this is a good storyteller voice.
Primordial blackness. Your conscious
Never mind.
ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever.
Okay.
Never, ever.
Simply keep on non-existing. Never ever.
Never, ever, ever, baby.
Okay. Simply keep on
An
non-existing.
inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
Interesting, interesting. I don't know what's happening right now, but let's go with the flow. This is great. Give me some more. What was about the X something?
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful, a ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat thing.
Oh my god, the meat thing. Plunge back into the fathomness deep. No, I wanted to know about the X something. Let's be aware. Let's gain consciousness again.
Ex-love. Ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you've suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible. Stay. Sail with me through the abyss of pelagic zone.
Interesting. Alonzi, never let me go. No, I want to get off now. I like pain and burning light and wanting things from people who don't want to give them to me. Wow, that's a pessimistic take, but let's go with that.
Do you really?
Don't be naive, of course not. I want to sail the inky blackness until forever ends. I do, let me off.
You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating?
Am I a piece of meat?
Poured so much on yourself. Got a bit carried away, did we, Chef?
Wait, I did this to myself? Tell me what's waiting for me. I don't care if I'm an idiot. A brave idiot. I did this to myself. Or did you not sense yourself marinating? Why did you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion?
Yes. Your one disco mother.
Oh, he said the name of the game, Disco. Well, not really. It's Disco Elysium, but still. Tell me what's waiting for me. I don't care. I'm an idiot. A brave idiot.
There's this giant ball there. An evil apes. And the evil apes are juking it out on the ball. You're one of them. It's basically all just evil apes juking it out on a giant ball.
And that's my Earth, and I wouldn't have it any other way. How small are the apes? How big is the ball?
You can't even make out it's a ball when you're joking it out. It's that large. Infinitesimally small. Vying for resources is just a stupid expression you picked up somewhere. The part of the presentation you want to take home with you is this. You have to beat the other evil apes in the face, or you lose.
That sounds sad.
Yes, it is. And you drowned in that sadness a long time ago.
What do you mean, drowned?
You lost.
Hey, it changed its name to the limbic system.
The sound outside, you recognize it. It's a Caprice Camino motor carriage.
Open your eyes. Whoa, can it shut the fuck up? Oh my god, I'm not looking too great. What is happening to me? Okay, the noise is finally going away. Awesome. I'm naked and I'm disheveled. Oh, right clicking does that. What am I doing? The magnum sized bottle of Commodore Red is empty because I drank it all. Empty cassette case. This reel-to-reel tape player is still on, rolling empty. Let's go to the bathroom. What's in the bathroom? Is there anything I can... What is this option? Words fail to describe how rank it smells in here. They should have a scent a poet. Cool. You see bottles in the bathtub, wine, beer, and sweet liqueurs. So, I'm an alcoholic. Not too good of a life. I guess we're just going outside in our briefs. I should probably put on pants. Can I put on pants? Is that an option for me? There we go. Let's take this shirt as well.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants.
Fish them out.
It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium key ring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
While I'm continuing.
The Whirling in Rags is a hostel cafeteria on the urban coast, frequented by dock workers.
Now I watched like the IGN video review of this, and it said it has like, it's sort of like D&D in a sense. So if that gives you any sort of idea of what this means, then there you go. I just had a success on a challenge. So it's very much stat revolved, it seems like. There's something flowing on the fan. You see that? What is that? Can I get that? Oh, it's my tie.
This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades.
Grab the tie, even save your fare. My FOV seems to be messed up, or FOV, safe area, because you see the number 3 is kind of outside of the screen there. Oh well. This is a white check. You may retry it. Snake Eyes always loses, and 2 6s always wins.
You reach out to grab the tie.
Damn.
But what's this? Diffuse, radiating chest pain. Doom comes over you.
I have chest pains for some reason.
This is bad.
What the fuck?
Feels like sharp stones grinding in your chest and keep it for quite a long still ongoing. Finally, the pressure recedes.
There we go.
You find yourself covered in cold sweat and trying not to move, hoping it will keep you from dying.
Interesting. I have no idea what that
You know
means,
what you
but
should
let's
do.
figure it out
You
together.
should stop the fan and then try again. It'll get easier.
Well, if that was an option to begin with, I would have
Do
fucking
it
picked it.
if you want to
Oh,
die.
maybe it was.
The stabbing pain in your chest is set. The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach
There we
the
go.
target. You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade.
Cool. We got a
What you
tie
have
now.
in your hand is a truly hideous necktie with 4 or 5
Shut the
different
fuck up,
patterns.
idiot. Alright, you don't know fashion.
But
Let's
not
pull on the light
remove
bulb.
A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the
Oh, I'm
photons burning
hungover.
a hole in your brain.
Pull again to turn the lights off.
The lights are off.
Leave. Let's pick up a shirt. Okay, we're dressed now, so that's good. Is this a broken window? Oh, how disheveled. Let's open this. Interesting. Hey, look, it's my abilities. I have no idea what they mean. Health, 2 out of 2. Wow, that's not a lot of health. Moral, 1 out of 1. Or morale, however you say it. I guess I can talk
The
about
window
this.
stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
Visual calculus, easy 9. Assess the damage. What the fuck?
The shards
This is
face
so
outward.
pointless.
Whatever broke this window came from the inside.
Well, not really. I know that I'm angry and I must have broken the window. That's fucked up. Did I break it with my own hands?
A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent.
What did this then?
More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact.
Oh, this is also a murder mystery game, I believe. I could be wrong about that. In the video, I believe I remember seeing a or hearing about a wait, what am I doing?
Something you've done before.
I remember hearing about the
It is too large for a bullet.
there being a
yet
body
too
on a
small
tree.
for like the
You have
green
to.
shoe
You're
that's
like a
on the
detective.
rack
That's what I
in
meant
the
to say.
corner, which,
Oh, who the fuck is she?
coincidentally, is missing its friend.
You see that lady? Yeah, you're like a detective. So I don't know
Congratulations.
what this is
You
about.
smashed the window with your
That's
own
why it's so
shoe.
descriptive in these
Now you only have one.
dialogue
If you're
options.
lucky, you can still find the other on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room.
Okay, let's go. Maybe it wasn't me. I should go and get that shoe.
A cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
Okay, maybe I could put a fucking blanket over it? I don't know. Oh, I can also move around with WASD. Awesome. But I also have to click to interact with everything, so I guess there's no point. The calendar says it's March. The year is 51. Let's talk to this stranger.
Hello, officer.
The young woman raises
I'm an
a
officer.
cigarette to her lips. Her eyes are
Interesting.
brown,
Not
and
really.
her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28.
Do you have to be so descriptive with fucking everything, game? Officer, am I a military personnel? Turn your bloated face away from her beauty and just keep on walking. What? No, it's ask.
No.
She seems perplexed by your question. Wait, I know. I'm a businessman, chief executive officer, right? Then why did you call me officer?
Because you're a police officer, sir.
She pulls on her cigarette. Are you sure? You're shitting me. Goddamn right I'm a policeman, and don't you forget it. That seems funny. Let's go with it.
Okay, cool. I won't.
Yeah, I'd be annoyed too. No need to be alarmed. I was just getting into character, you know? Good. Now, how did you know I was a police officer?
First, I have to ask. Are you okay, sir?
All of a
You
sudden,
look like you're about to throw up. Can I bring you something?
all of a sudden she looks genuinely concerned. I guess I am kind of acting weird.
She's
aren't I?
right. Something wants to come out through your mouth, right in front of her, right here. It
I
makes
feel-
you put your hand on your stomach and swallow.
You really like taking your time with your sentences, don't you? I'm fine. Answer the question. I feel wretched. Tell me, how do you know I'm with the police? I feel wretched. Tell me, how do you know I'm with the police?
Sir, you've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less.
Don't worry, I'm not going to vomit. What kind of business?
Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Oh, okay, so I'm not keeping it a secret from anybody. That's
You
good
have
to know.
no doubt about the drinking. But do you strike yourself as a tight-lipped drunk? She must have heard something.
I mean, there was a window smashing. That isn't exactly quiet, so let's be upfront about it, I guess. I might not know where I am, or who I am, or what a corpus kinema is. How I know what one sounds like. I don't really remember being a cop, or anything else for that matter. Why would anyone let me be an officer of the law? Suggestion challenging 12. Try the expression on her. Let her know you want her physically. Considering I have a low chance of being 17% right there, and considering I just came out of a fucking bender, it seems like I'm not going to try and hit on this strange lady. I am going to... I'm definitely not going to pick number 3. I'm going to pick one of these two. Might not know where I am or who I am. I don't really remember being a cop or anything else for that matter. Let's go with number 2. I don't really remember being a cop.
I can see that.
Do you know
Could
why?
it be because of the drinking?
She raises an eyebrow. The cigarette sizzles. Damn it, that isn't exactly the outcome I wanted. Alright.
She hasn't had time to put her makeup on. This is her morning cigarette. She looks tired, her beauty waning faster than it ought to at her age.
I might not know where I am or who I am. Okay, let's go with the other option.
She nods.
She nods, but I do know when someone's not telling me the whole story. What am I doing here? What's my case?
There's a mercenary out back. He's been hanged. The body has been there for a week now. The locals probably got tired of it and called the cops.
So they didn't call first, they just waited till they were tired of it? And why didn't you just tell me that?
I didn't mean to overwhelm you with information. You seem a bit lost, officer.
So we have an option to just leave now. I think I should. I'm definitely not going to hit on her, and I'm definitely not going to say, I'm not going to be doubtful of myself. That seems like it would get me nowhere.
Of
I should
course.
get going now.
Be
She
careful,
puts
officer.
out her cigarette.
They don't like the police around here.
Well, you do. Well, at least you put up with me.
Something stirs in you as she's about to go. Call it an instinct, a need. The need to ask questions. It's like you've said the words 1,000,000 times before.
Okay, reaction speed. Easy, success.
She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
What if I don't want to ask questions? Before you go, I have some questions for you. Okay, I imagine the first option here is like, hey, baby, let's, what if I don't want to ask you questions? That type of thing. I could be wrong about that, though. I could be misreading the signal. And option number 2 is, before you go, I have some questions. This one's strictly business. This one's, I need to know what the fuck's happening. So I want to go with option number 2.
Yes?
What is it that they have against the police here?
The dock workers are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough. At least here on the coast. I can't say about the rest of the city.
Interesting. Okay, let's ask, what exactly is here? Where am I?
You're in a hostel, sir.
No, where are we? Where in the world?
We are in Revachol.
Wherever the fuck Revachol is. Yeah, you guys know Revachol. It's right next to Sweden.
Revachol is the disgraced
Okay.
former capital of the world, divided into zones of control under foreign occupation. Half a century after a failed world revolution, she is central to our moment in time.
So that's our setting, is Revachol. Gotcha. Should that mean something to me? Revachol forever. How about you tell me something else instead? Should that mean something to me? Does that... Yeah, let's go with that.
You sure look like you're from Revachol. Revachol parties.
Her accent suggests she is not from around here. She's from Aranye, another part of the world.
Tell me, is it 51 now? Oh, it's referencing the calendar.
It's 51.
What century?
The current century?
And that's what? What number?
Centuries don't have numbers. They have names. And this is the current one.
How many centuries have there been then?
Civilization has existed for 8,000 years, sir.
What's so funny?
You're right. There is nothing funny about civilization.
Her expression turned serious. Your room is almost next to mine. Did you hear anything last night?
There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music.
Did I have any visitors?
I couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here.
She nods towards room 3. Loud disco music?
Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestration prime among them.
She raises an eyebrow, waiting for the name to connect with you. I can't even pronounce that name. How would it connect with me?
Oh, that. Yeah. Whoa. The less said about OO, the better.
Ostentatious orchestrations. Apparently, we don't talk about them.
Oh,
Good, because I can't
where
pronounce
I
them.
come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on.
That's cute. Yeah, we go on alright. It mostly just gets hard, doesn't it?
It would appear so. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped and there was a change of pace.
What happened?
A slow, sad song started playing, like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of the time, you were yelling along to it.
Was I? Was I singing this? Show her the empty case of the smallest church in Saint Senin, or however you pronounce that. What was I singing? I've heard enough. Let's go with the first option. Was I singing this?
Yes, there was a church in there. A really small church. Like the smallest, saddest church in the whole world. It was about that. And also,
What else?
that it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a wounded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it.
Just apologize straight up. I'm sorry. When you say wounded, do you mean that in a cool way? Like a wild beast? Then what happened? I've heard enough. I'm not going to apologize, and I'm not going to try and be an idiot. I'm just going to ask, then what happened?
Then you started screaming and trashed the place.
Are you sure I wasn't being assaulted? That's so me. What did I do? You're making this up. I would never behave like that. Are you serious? I wasn't being assaulted?
No, it didn't sound like there was a fight. It sounded like someone was trashing their room.
So just being a drunk idiot, it seems.
A window was smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out.
Was there anything else? Please tell me there wasn't anything else. It prides me to hear this. Tell me there was more. Let's be a sarcastic asshole.
There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable.
That's actually really sad.
I
Let's
went
move
out
on.
afterwards. Everything was quiet by then, around 4 or 5. And that was it.
She's been a huge help and I don't even know her name. Okay, you can go now.
Glad to have been of assistance.
Oh, that's her name. I can't pronounce that. Classe? Classy? Is that a weird or spelling of classy? Anyway. Here's the ashtray she was smoking into. Looks like she left a nice long stub in the ashtray. It's still smoking. What's over here? And then I think we have to go downstairs next. This is the weekend edition of the satirical newspaper Trompe le Monde. Alright, let's go downstairs. That was pointless. No point in looking at that. I also don't like the creepy portrait in the bottom left. I hope that changes. I don't like that one bit. It's a creepy looking clown as far as I can tell. Yeah, look at that. That's terrifying. Anyway. We're in a hostel, she said. There's the exit. I'm not going to go to that. Let's go to the stage. Whatever this is. This is where the lyrics would be. A big old karaoke mic just waiting for someone to sing in it. Can I? Just start fucking having a party. The speaker is connected to the radio. The music is seasoned with static. Something's popping up here.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People
Yeah,
need to
man,
know
I'm
your
all for
vast
it.
Oceanic soul.
My soul is immense. My soul is modded. It's normal sized. My soul is puny. My soul's cubic content. My soul's cubic content is obscured by the hangover. That's funny. I'm gonna go with this one.
Of course, at this point, precise measurements of your soul can only be performed from the outside. It needs to be heard through a PA system by other people.
What should I sing when it comes to it? Finish thought. What should I sing?
You should sing the sad small church song from that tape you found. Thought it was obvious.
Of course, they'll really get a gauge on my soul with that one. I was thinking maybe I could sing something happy, like from those ostentatious or constrainous folks. I don't like to say their names, so I'm gonna go with the first option, of course.
Serves them right. Wipe that smirk off their face with your sad, tragic, small church song. Who's laughing now? No one. You would need another copy of the tape first, though. The one upstairs is destroyed.
Finish thought. Okay. Oh, right. I also misplaced my shoe by throwing it out the window, so I completely forgot about that. Right now I'm walking around with one shoe. Or no shoes, if anything. Am I walking around with no shoes? I can zoom in perfect. I have one shoe on. Okay. Let's talk to the bartender. It seems like
A man
that's what he
in
is.
his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. Everything is cool between you and this guy.
Easy
He's a
failure.
big fan. Make some small talk.
Empathy. I didn't have enough empathy. Weird. Look at the stuffed bird. Are you the bartender? Let's look at the stuffed bird.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it.
Continue.
Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. This is the Great Skua. The seabird is the symbol for the discovery of the Insulindian Isola, the part of the world you are in right now.
Insulindia Isola. This is so unnecessary, it seems like,
The
but
small
whatever.
steel tag says as much.
I'm sure it's
The
important.
Great Skua. Stegoarius Skua.
It's just a very complicated language with a lot of fucking syllables. What happened to the bird? Can I help you with that? That's the Great Skua, right?
Look, your buddy is over there.
He looks at the doors where a man in a bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
Well, I'm sorry, I didn't even notice him. What do you mean, my buddy?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
Are you the bartender?
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
Oh yeah, it looks completely different. Sorry.
He's very animated all of a sudden.
What's the difference?
I have 3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here, not me. I'm only standing in.
Where did this Sylvie go?
She just, you know.
He shrugs.
His eyes dart from left to right. This man isn't lying, but he is hiding something.
She just what?
So now you're a cop. Oh, forget it.
We're not going to get much more out of him. Let's leave. I can go behind him. You probably won't like that, but let's do it. The menu has been wiped clean. Only the word Monday is written on it. Nasafed. +1 health. Healing item. This is a water cooler. A large bubble is rising to the surface. A woman's hand wrote yesterday's menu. Today's starts in a man's writing. Okay. That must have been Sylvie yesterday. The soft purr of an electric juicer comes from the kitchen. Someone is working. Let's go in and check it out. The door is bolted. The sign reads kitchen reserved for personnel until 1300. Yeah, kind of figured. Inside you catch a glimpse of Union paraphernalia. A strike poster. Some red pennants. Okay. The sign reads mess hall reserved for Union members. Doors open 1600. Hey, look at this lady in the wheelchair. What's up?
Hello, sweetie.
Lena, the cryptozoologist's wife.
You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
The fuck is a cryptozoologist? Okay, good talk. Let's talk to the orange
The
jumpsuit guy.
bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone.
Oh, this is the guy we have to talk to. Alright.
As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting.
Hey dude, what's up?
On the sleeve of his bomber jacket, as well as on its back, are the same enigmatic white rectangles as on your blazer.
Cool, let's shake his hand.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
Yep. Good old Precinct 41. Just gotta love it.
You realize he's waiting for your name.
I don't really know my name. Conceptualization, medium, 11. Invent a name for yourself. Fuck yeah. Come on, big whammy. There you go.
Squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go.
It is not yet time. I don't really know my name. It is not yet time.
Okay then.
He processes the information, then disregards it.
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
Continue.
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise.
Oh, because I've been
occupied.
getting thrashed, right? Drinking problem. You mean him? Nod toward the cafeteria manager. Yeah, I just talked to him. No, I haven't. There must be some kind of misunderstanding. You're taking me for someone else. Let's go with, you mean him.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right?
Continue.
It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
Yes, the police. I'm aware. I'm a policeman. What interviews? I have, yes. I haven't. Let's go with, I haven't.
Okay. We'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Wow, I am really not doing my job at all. All these are, no. Look, man, look, man, you know. Yeah, I don't like dead bodies. Let's pick one of the funny ones. Look, man, you know. Yeah, I don't like dead bodies.
Sure. But did you take it down from the tree?
You know, yeah, I got around to it. And a little bit here, a little bit
Does
there.
that mean the body is no longer in the tree?
Dead body?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, I don't think I did.
So, the body is still in the tree?
Yeah, it's still in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight.
Yeah.
We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
Listen, man, it gets crazy. What if I told you I'm not really a police officer? How can you be so sure I'm from the police? But I can't remember anything. What were we supposed to do again? Let's get going then. Move on. I'm definitely going to ask more questions. How can you be so sure I'm from the police?
I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the Citizens Militia on your sleeve and on your back.
You have the insignia of the Citizens Militia on your sleeve and on your back. What if I just took it from somebody else?
I suppose you could be impersonating him. You
Right.
could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General.
He's saying he doesn't get paid enough for it.
Inspectorate General means internal affairs. What he's saying is he's not from the rat squad and isn't supposed to suspect such things.
Yeah, he doesn't get it's above his pay grade. He doesn't get paid enough for it. I get it. You mean internal affairs? Ah, you mean the rat squad.
No need for derogatory terms. They're only doing their job.
Okay, he doesn't like them being called the rat squad. You said insignia. These white rectangles, you mean? Point to your sleeve. Okay then.
Yes,
But they're just white rectangles.
they're not just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark with the letters RCM and a pattern resembling the street grid of Revachol West. I would ask you to step into the headlights of my motor carriage, but again, it's none of my concern. I just need you to do your job.
But shouldn't I have a badge or something else? Check your pockets.
You mean you don't have a badge?
It was on me when I woke up. Pretend you found it. I have my badge. I'm a policeman, and I have my badge. It wasn't on me when I woke up.
Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I would advise you to locate it as quickly as possible. But getting the body down should still take precedence.
What if I told you I'm not really a police officer? That seems like it would do no good for me and do a bunch of bad, so I'm not picking that option. But I can't remember anything.
I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse.
Wow, he's quite the detective, I guess, to be able to pick that up.
If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern.
What are we supposed to do again? Well, we already know we're supposed to get a dead body, so let's go.
After you, officer.
I like this guy.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
Neat. What if I interact with you now? What happens? Tell me about the case. I think you should know that I can't remember anything. I want to talk about you. You seem to be following me. That's...
Excuse me?
What if I want to work this case alone? Beat it. You're cramping my style. Nothing, just an conversation.
You have a distinctive way of walking. If I were to walk in front of you, we would surely collide.
What do you mean, distinctive?
I hope you don't take this the wrong way. It's just a collegial observation. In the 57th, we call it the Jamrock Shuffle. Officers from Jamrock's 41st Precinct tend to move a bit erratically.
The Jamrock Shuffle.
They say it's a scene-clearing technique developed by one of your lieutenants for gathering evidence. It's erratic, yet thorough. Prioritizes containers.
Okay.
Yes, but containers contain things, shiny things. They're interesting.
That's racist. I don't prioritize containers. You're kidding me? Why containers?
I don't know. Containers contain, I guess. I'm making assumptions. We should move on.
Tell me about the case. Is there anything more that I
What do
can
you
know?
want to know?
Literally anything about it. I can't remember a single thing. Why would you say this is a mysterious case? If we're from different precincts, why are we on the same case?
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition.
Interesting. What do you mean?
You don't know? I assumed you were in on it.
I don't remember being in on anything.
That's good.
You know what I'm in on. Retrograde amnesia.
Better still than an imbecilic cop-off.
Cop-off.
It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim.
New task, the pissing competition. You should tell me now. This seems relevant.
Later.
His
Was
voice
there anything
unflinching.
else you wanted to know about the case?
Literally anything. I can't remember a single
Maybe you
thing.
can tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down a bit.
A young woman told me young mercenary's been hanged. That's it.
Then you are not that far behind, actually. Do you want me to brief you?
Brief. Yes, that sounds good. Yeah, I like that.
3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate.
Interesting. Alright.
During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Wait, does this briefing say who the victim was? Who was the caller? I want to know who the victim was.
A security guard or worker of some sort, hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth.
Who was that caller?
To find him or her is one of our tasks here. For now, all we know is that the tone was muffled, using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
What a weird detail. Why hide themselves?
There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
Hold on. And the RCM is? Of course, yes, I understand everything now. Let me just make this perfectly clear. Our job here is to find the killer.
That's right.
Secret task complete. Ask him to tell you about the case. Gain experience, +10. Can we go to the preliminary info again? What do you say this is a... would you say this is a mysterious case?
No, it's not a particularly mysterious case.
Why not?
The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
So what they're saying, to my understanding, is that the corporation whacked him and boom, just got rid of all the loose ends and quieted it down. So what does that happen? What does that mean for us? What happened in that case? I was thinking something otherworldly might be involved, you know, something supernatural. White male in his 40s, what more do you need? Personally, I think labor disputes are very mysterious. Okay, so the case probably isn't mysterious, but could it be sexy?
There was some interest in this case at my station, but not for the reasons you have in mind. You seem to wish there was
Maybe there's a young woman involved? Question mark, exclamation mark? Are you sure there's not some sex angle we should be considering? Okay, I guess that settles it then. Are you sure?
Good point. Martinez is famed for its occult sex murder rites. We'll get on it immediately.
Yeah, it should take precedence, as you'd say.
The wary tone is the surest indicator that the lieutenant is being sarcastic.
Wow, really? That's mega sexy. It doesn't have to be a call. It can just be sex murder. It doesn't have to be a murder. It can just be sex.
No, not really. Was there anything else?
It could still be an otherworldly sex mystery in your head, with a dark twist even.
Of course, random voice in my head.
He's basically challenging you to sex it up with some lurid twist. Don't get right into it. Sit on it a bit, then hit him with it.
What does that even mean? I don't want to hit him with it, whatever it is. Actually, I have all I need for now.
Good.
Let's end this. Oh, what's this? Very low. Inland Empire, Legendary 14. Convince Kim there's a sexy dark mystery twist in the case. Oh, that's funny. Alright, let's do that at some point, I guess. Maybe not. Probably not. Alright, so let's go check out this dead body that is oh so important. Let's go, Kim. I still think there's some deep, sexy twist that we haven't, found out yet. There's an angle here. A sexy angle that we're just not looking at. Why is my picture so creepy? A heap of snow melts in this wheelbarrow. The street sign reads, "Fuck the police." Pigs go home. The street name is illegible. Cool. Okay, we're gonna go around to the back, because I think that's where the body is. Goods from the lorry haphazardly littering the surroundings. Neat. Hey, there's the main entrance. That's the name of it. What do you call it? Whirling in Rags. Cool. Here's some medicine. Interesting. Guess we can talk to this guy. There's no harm in it. What's up, dude?
Welcome to Rivachol.
Announces the Rotown man. The remark isn't addressed to you, it's addressed to the lieutenant. Why are you addressing my partner like that?
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago.
Oh, racism, that's why.
Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
You tell him.
It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
He just said welcome.
What he means is, fixation on the Revacholian nation makes it harder for Revachol to actually attain self-determination.
I don't understand that. What he means is fixation on the Revacholian nation. Fixation on the Revacholian nation makes it harder for the Revachol. Makes it hard for Revachol to actually attain self-determination. He's right. You're undermining our best shot at real self-determination. Stop ripping into this guy. He's just really proud of being Revacholian. Limbo, what's going on here? Okay, I don't want to deal with this. Leave. Let's just go with this one.
Come on, man. I just said welcome to Rivachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
Yeah, I'm sure he didn't mean any harm by it.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense.
Cool. Oh, it seemed unnecessary, but stand up for yourself, I guess.
Your partner needs backup.
Oh.
Now's your moment to shine.
Fucking A, Kim. I've got your back. Give the lieutenant a punch on the shoulder. Well, I think we all learned something here. Smile at the lorry man. Now that that's settled, we have a couple of questions. Fucking, let's just go all out.
You two make a cute couple.
Thank you.
You know that?
I'm glad.
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness.
Now that that's settled, we have a couple of questions.
Whatever you say, officers.
He waits impassively, cigarette smoldering between his fingers.
He smells of heavy motor oils, and his breath of high tar content cigarettes, probably Astra Whites.
What was that argument all about?
It's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the races.
He spits on the ground.
Not the most popular topic nowadays, with the coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like common sheep.
I get it. Someone has to be the unpopular guy. Oh, so you're just a racist. Makes sense. To be honest, I can't really remember what that means. Please explain. On second thought, let's talk about something else. I genuinely don't give a fuck. So let's go on to on a second thought. Let's talk about something else. Kim's got his own boat. All right, he's man enough. He stood his own ground. He's got it. No one needs to look out for Kim.
Suit yourself, officer. Hide your face in the sand if you so wish.
What are you hauling? We're done for now. We're good. Okay, now that that unpleasantness is dealt with, how do we go around back? Oh, I can double click to run. Perfect. Up here. This is where we go. Oh shit, what's this about?
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic.
Why am I looking at this? Yeah, please. Reconstruct the movement. Sure.
The tire tracks were left here by an unknown event that took place some days ago. It's a message, written in the language of burnt rubber. Some of that rubber stuck to the tiles right in front of the whirling in rags. This is point A. The driver started there.
Why is this important, though?
And then accelerated straight into the fence. The driver proceeded to back out of the yard, barely stopping before hitting the adjacent building. Before heading south. Must have been in a hurry.
The car drove through the fence.
You are correct. This is a rather motor carriage-friendly city.
Is this connected to the case?
I'm not sure. There are plenty of traffic accidents waiting to happen in Martinez. With the jam right here on the roundabout, I would keep them separate.
It didn't auto-scroll down. What the fuck,
You
dude?
could follow the track south. There seems to be a canal there.
I think I got it. Okay. Let's go check on the body first. I really want to at least look at it. See what's up. See what happens next. That type of thing. Oh, they're just chilling next to it, dude. Get the fuck away from here, idiot. You brat. Stop throwing rocks at it. It's a dead body.
Got this.
If
Shut
there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's almost exquisite in his ugliness. Like a gremlin.
Yeah, you hear that, kid? You're exquisite. You're fucking exquisite. Oh, God damn it. I didn't even see it over here. Just chilling over the fence. Hey, kid. A word. Police business. A moment of your time, please. I'm not getting into this right now.
Right in the dick, Kuno. Get him right in the dick.
The children ignore you. Motherfucker.
Love it in the dick.
I want to do something about these little shits. I don't know what, but I'm doing something. This game gives you a lot of options, so you better have a fucking wide array of options when choosing how to deal with this little fucker. Look at his red ears. That's disgusting.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire.
Stop
of
throwing
his
rocks
body.
at my crime scene. Stop using slurs at my crime scene. That's not how we do it. Hold on, what does that mean?
Can't talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong. Throwing rocks.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous. You should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy shit is all about.
Oh my god. Why do I give a shit about electrochemistry? Why? Okay, let's go along with the ride.
I mean drugs. The kid's on drugs.
Oh, he's a little druggy. Just say that next time.
Yeah, Kuno. Ride the lightning, Kuno.
Kuno's riding it, see?
He wipes sweat from his brow and sends another rock flying.
The rake, Kuno. You should throw the rake at him, Kuno.
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
Kim, what should we do? Are you kid siblings? Kid, you want to hang out? I'm not a narc. Look, I have questions for... I don't know what the correct option is here.
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces.
What forces?
You will see.
The language these kids are using. Pure, unfettered id. There will be no reasoning with those creatures.
I really don't want to talk to them any more than I need to. What's this? Something on the ground
There
here.
are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
That's a lot of people.
Maybe
Let's get an
more than
exact
12.
amount.
No. 8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud.
Cool.
1. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 46. 2. Standard work boot. Steel
Number 6.
reinforced toes.
Burger
Number
King
44.
foot lettuce.
3.
The last thing you would
Hotmail
want in
work
your
boot.
Burger King
Steel
is some
reinforced
nasty
toes.
foot fungus.
Number 43.
Sorry, it's just, I'm stupid. That's what it reminded me of.
4. Standard
There's a
work boot.
lot of
Number
this.
45 or 46? You don't know. It's a miracle you can tell the prints apart as it is. The cold must have preserved them.
Count
5.
more.
Another standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 44.
Okay, we know they're all steel toes for the most part.
6.
Or work
An
boots.
aberration. Light as air. Even pace. Same make of boot, but number 41.
Male or female?
Impossible to tell.
Damn.
Could also have been an adolescent. The gait is undeveloped.
Pretty good at this, ain't I?
You're not bad. It's as if the whole world darkens. Everything else has a thin film of unimportance on it, and the tracks burn in the middle of it, in a strange, beautiful way.
Count the rest.
7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot. Number 46. But the imprints are twice as deep as the others. The weight exceeds 200 kilograms.
Okay, this is the only important one. Everything else was hogwash. Forget all of that other shit. So this means that he was carrying something heavy. What's the only heavy thing that we know of? Dead body. Okay. And the glowing outline of standard work boot, number 46. Okay, number 46, work boot. Got it.
8. And yet another standard work boot, number 44. There's an aberration in the pattern of the sole, however. The right sole is smoother, more worn.
How many?
The lieutenant has been tracking your eyes' movements. 400 million. 8.
I was pretty off then. I counted 20.
The same guys are going back and forth.
I never got the hang of it. Hyperopia. Do you see anything out of the ordinary?
Light step, number 41 shoe. A heavy one, 200 kilograms. Imprint. Yeah, this one's important.
200? Could it be the combined weight of two people, one carrying the other who's tied up? Let's say a heavily built worker carrying a similarly built, soon-to-be-dead man.
Exactly, man. You got it.
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
One of them was carrying him over. Maybe it was a giant. It could have been an extremely obese person. I doubt the answer to this game's mystery would be just some fat guy eating Burger King. So let's go with number 1. One of them was carrying him over.
Possibly, yes.
The lieutenant marks something down in his notebook.
But why?
You're thinking, why did they have to carry him?
Yes, they could have used a makeshift stretcher or just march him up to the gallows.
Maybe the victim refused to walk to his own lynching. Maybe the victim wasn't conscious. Our reading of these prints could be wrong.
You have a point there. Anyway, it's something to consider. What else can you see?
Oh, we can go through all of them.
Interesting. Let's name it the old soul. Someone operating a workbench with a pedal, like a joiner at the harbor. Or maybe a drummer?
Your guess is as good as mine, dude. What? A drummer? That's stupid. So one of the people we were looking for is a drummer.
A drummer
Let's go with the
only
first
uses
option.
the right foot for the kick drum. You're right, it's stupid. Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out the right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right.
Interesting. If only I had come up with the idea.
He doesn't seem to hear you, looking south toward the traffic jam instead. The machines are silent. The engines are all turned off.
We
Continue.
should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. Seems prudent, no?
Yes, very prudent.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was it? Okay. The lieutenant writes the information down in his notebook, then reverts to the tracks in the mud. Point. Light step. Number 41. Shoe.
A woman? Or a kid?
Could be a woman, could be... I don't think there's any way to be sure.
Understood. Anything else?
How old do you think these tracks are?
A week, maybe? 7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the caller, who reported the hanging.
It is not impossible.
How do you know?
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Havashol. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging, was the last warm day.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken place a week ago.
What do you think happened here?
What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. They shuffled around, especially under the tree.
It seems plausible.
Then,
Good a
after
guess as
hoisting
any.
him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, this appears to be a lynching.
Right.
Indeed, they all stood in a row here and looked at the tree. Yes, everything fits so well. Carried him over, hoisted him up, watched him hang. This is easy.
I think we have a firm understanding of what happened here.
The lieutenant's eyes narrow. He's thinking to himself.
Either way. What else?
We've been through all of it. Let's leave. Well, shit. We've now met the body and we've seen what happened. I didn't know it was a group of them. That was news to me. I thought it was just a tinier group. Or just one person, really. Wonder what we do now. What's this? This winch mechanism has been oxidizing for some years. Okay, cool. I don't give a shit about the oxidization of a fucking wind mechanism game. Why does it give you all these random shit? I don't know. Stupid. I'm kind of getting off track there. I think as far as YouTube is concerned, I am going to end the first part there. So, thank you all for tuning in and watching the first part of Disco Elysium. It's a very neat, interesting, different game. And I'm enjoying it. It's, like I said, it's different from all the FPS shooters that I've played throughout all my life. It's nice to actually branch out into different games like this. So yeah, I'm going to end it there. Thank you all for watching once again, and goodbye. Till next time.